Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room.
Except Texas. Matt Brown still sucks.
There's the blitz. Touchdown, Lehman. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Williams got him on the blitz. Lehman on the pick.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I hate that guy.
Whoa.
Dave Bartu. We are in the Matrix.
Hey, NFL draft fan, Dave Bartu here, the CFB Matrix. And for the next week and a half, NFL Draft Matrix. So this response is into a particular question with regards to the Cowboys' possible draft strategy. And it just so happens that Dallas and their needs line up very well with the numbers in terms of projecting starts per draft pick by round. So what I've done is I've taken the last 10 years of first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round picks in the NFC and broken it down by unit and divided the total starts by the total number of draft picks. So, for example, wide receivers. There's been 24 first-round draft picks over the last 10 years. They have started 1,691 games for an average of 70.46 starts per pick. So, going forward, I'm just going to round these numbers. So, 70.46 is just 70 starts per pick, and so forth. And I have looked inside the numbers, looking at them right now, and previously, not all picks are created equal by round. And I'll walk you through this here. And then we'll get to how this impacts the way I view the Dallas Cowboys and their draft strategy next week. So first round quarterbacks, average number of starts, 111. Second round quarterbacks, average starts per pick, 154. It's the only case in the first round where the number actually goes up. But the third round, quarterbacks taken in the third round, average number of starts, 32. So it falls off the ledge right there. So third, fourth round, you're looking for the guy from a quarterback standpoint with the value. It's all about your first and second round quarterbacks. Running back, 107 starts per first round pick. So the idea that taking a running back in the first round is a bad idea, I disagree. I think taking a running back in the second round is a really shitty idea. Or reaching for the worst thing you could do is reach for your second round grade running back in the first round, which most franchises do not do, because look at the fall off. Your first round running back, 107 starts per pick. Second round, 31. Third round, 28. There's almost no difference between drafting a running back in the second or third round. So keep that in mind if you ever need a running back. And you go down through the list, tight end, offensive line. Now, Dallas needs offensive line, wide receiver, linebacker. I believe that's what was told to me in talking to Cowboys. So let's take a look at those three areas and where the best value is in the draft. Let's start with the offensive line. Okay, average offensive lineman taken in the first round produces 106 starts. Boom. Wide receiver, average wide receiver taken, like I said before, only 70 starts. Average linebacker in the first round, 79 starts. Now, one of the things we probably want to look at, right, is what's the fall off in the second round? Because if it's like the running backs from 107 to 31, we're going to want to focus on getting that guy in the first round. We don't want to wait for the second round because the production falls off so bad. So, offensive line, 106 starts in the first round, 77 starts in the second round. Offensive line averages more starts per pick in the second round than the wide receivers do in the first round. Wide receivers in the second round, 67 starts per pick. There's almost no difference. 24 first-round picks, 24 second-round picks. Number of starts, almost identical. So taking a wide receiver in the first round, I mean, your staff, if your draft staff, has got to believe that guy is the guy, is a game changer. And they're out there, but for everyone that's out there, there is an absolute bust. Wide receiver is a rough risk in the first round. Linebacker, 79 starts per first round pick. Second round picks, 76. There's just no question here for me. If Dallas comes up first round and you have an offensive lineman with a first or second round grade on the board, that's the first guy that goes. It is a lower risk than the average wide receiver. It is a lower risk than the average linebacker. Now, let's say that happens. Okay? And again, in the second round, your best value is going to be offensive lineman. 77 starts per second round pick. Linebacker would be right there at 76 starts. Okay, wide receiver at 67. So wide receiver to me is a third round lean, because the difference between second round at 67 starts and third round wide receiver picks, 57 starts. Not a big gap. Linebacker, there is a big gap. 76 starts per pick in the second round, only 40 starts per linebacker pick in the third round. So the value really diminishes for the linebackers from second to third round. And wide receiver, you want to get them by the third round, because your fourth round wide receivers average 13 starts, your fifth round guys 21, your sixth round guys 13, your seventh round guys 13. If you don't draft them by the third round, you might as well just wait till fifth, sixth, seventh round and or even undrafted free agency and try to find them. There's just not a lot of value after the first three rounds. Even offensive linemen, value really takes a dive from second to third round. 77 starts to 42, and then 42 to 39, and then 30 and 44 and 37. So like wide receivers, offensive linemen in the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round are basically of equal value. In terms of undrafted free agents, the best guys to pick up, most likely to start, offensive linemen over the age of 23 and bigger than 6'4". Those are the guys you want to pick up in undrafted free agency. So looking at the NFC numbers for the last decade by round, the best value in the first round for Dallas is going to be picking an offensive lineman. In the second round, the value is going to be taking a linebacker. In the third round is going to be taking a wide receiver. And that is the number breakdown in terms of the averages for what I see as the Cowboys' best path in drafting in the first three rounds next week. This is Dave Bartu, the College Football Matrix. Thank you for joining me.
It is all around us. Even now, in this very room.
Except Texas. Matt Brown still sucks.
There's the blitz. Touchdown, Lehman. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Williams got him on the blitz. Lehman on the pick.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I hate that guy.
Whoa.